G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Starfield. We are in Gagarin. It's been a very long time since we last visited Gagarin, but in the previous episode we had to come all the way out here because, well, I was looking for sources of copper or places that we can buy copper. And yeah, apparently Gagarin is one of those places where you can find a little bit of copper if you do a little bit of trading here. And yeah, because we hadn't been here in a very long time, we just looked around and explored, found a few people that we hadn't spoken to before, and we've subsequently gotten a quest line here to assist one of the Vanguard recruiters to drop off some recruitment materials. We also need to try and convince the people who are receiving the recruitment materials to actually, hang them up or distribute them. So we'll definitely help out in that regard. There is this little place here, Yankton Law Offices. Okay, definitely haven't been here before, so let's just quickly check out this place. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not taking any new clients at the moment. I'm sorry, not a good time.
You have a lot of clients here?
Not as many as I should, given the contracts these miners are signing. Most of the time, I'm just here to remind folks they've got rights. A piece of paper can make you do a lot of things, but it can't break the law.
Why set up a law office in Gagarin?
I've always been passionate about environmental law, so coming here was a natural fit. Imagine having all these wild ideas about how you were going to end corporate malfeasance, and I couldn't even win one case. But you can only cry about it for so long. I told myself to suck it up and win the next one, and the one after that. It didn't matter how many tries it took, I'd just keep chiseling away at the whole justice system until I made a crack.
Well, cracks can someday lead to splinters, I suppose.
That's what I'm hoping for. You make losing expensive enough and companies will do the math. Treating your employees right tends to be more cost effective.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you get back to it then.
I was secretly hoping that she had some kind of a job for us. Seems a little bit odd that there is a unique NPC with a dedicated office and everything, but no actual gameplay related to it. Maybe if we pick up a quest line somewhere else, we could potentially end up back here needing to do something with that lawyer. But anyway, so we did look at the description of that quest line that we had picked up in the previous episode. Let's actually go ahead and complete that right now. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, once we're done, I think we're also going to try and rebuild our ship, Azure. Centauri Mills. Have we been here before?
All these fancy new businesses going up, but we still can't get them to open up in chunks.
Some of the other executives and I have been looking to form a town council. Ensure everyone's voices are heard in city matters. The locals would be invited, of course.
Okay, just a whole bunch of citizens in their average company called Centauri Mills.
And I know most of the other applicants, so I think I'm a shoo-in.
Real scorcher today, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty average. Actually, where did we get in? Was it through here? Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, let's start off at the bar here. And we'll see if we can convince the bartender to take the recruitment materials and display them or distribute them. Which means I'm gonna need to get a little bit of a push here when it comes to persuasion. Let's do Chunks wine. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Thirsty?
Lizzie, I need to talk to you about these UC military recruitment materials.
More of these things? Fine. Give them here. I'll make sure they find their way to the incinerator with the earlier batches.
You should hang up these posters, and I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah? Fine. Let's discuss.
I mean, for one, I've already helped you with, that batch of really nice liquor that you wanted. Folks come here when they're down on their luck. The military's a chance to improve their lot.
Ah, so I'd be doing community service then. How kind of me.
I see you've got this obstinate routine, but I can tell, deep down, you want to help me.
Don't let the friendly demeanor fool you. I really am obstinate.
I bet Zenaia'd be pretty grateful if you hung these up.
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to help her out. She does tip well.
Your bar could use some decoration that isn't rust or dust.
Suppose the place could do with a little sprucing up.
Look, I'm glad you're willing to see things from my point of view.
I'm not an unreasonable person, you know. Okay, I'll put up the damn posters. Now buzz off before I regret my decision.
Sweet. One down. Couple more to go. I don't know how long the wine lasts, actually. Dr. Pauline Kiala. We've spoken to her in the previous episode.
Hey there.
I'm here to drop off these UC military recruitment materials.
Ah. Zenai'a warned me this day might be coming. Look, I presume you're not getting paid if I refuse delivery. So here, I'll take them. I'm not about to pull credits out of someone else's pockets. But this is a medical office. I can't in good conscience hang those things up. First, do no harm and all.
There must be something I can say to convince you to put these up.
I think you're just wasting your time here.
I didn't realize people around here were well off enough to turn down possible jobs.
Yes, but I'm not about to shuffle them into jobs that might put their lives at risk.
You're not just helping me out here, you're helping out one of your neighbors.
Zenai'a always has been one of the good ones around here.
It's not like there's a war going on right now. These people wouldn't be getting launched into the trenches.
That's not a bad point. It's not like they'd be heading off to the front lines. All right, I'll put them up. Tell Zenai'a she wins, okay?
Alright, sweet. 2 down. Just the last one here. I don't remember who we need to speak to, actually. Oh, okay. Out here in front of UC security. Well, I mean, surely they'd be pretty happy to take these posters, wouldn't they? I mean, you'd think that people joining the Vanguard would mean that things are even more secure. I'm gonna source up just a little bit more.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge.
If you're looking for some new crimes to investigate, I'll happily oblige? What? Sorry, what's this about some corporate execs?
Oh, you haven't heard? Gagarin's going to be the next new Atlantis, or so we've all been told. Centauri Mills, Arcmite, Reliant Medical, they all bought up and renovated derelict buildings here in the city in the past couple years. We needed their jobs, to be sure. Gagarin got hit hard after the mech plants were all shuttered when the colony war ended. But I'm not sure I've ever met a more entitled group than these executives. Treat the city like an amusement park, and all of us as the amusements. It's kept me and my people plenty busy, just not with actual policing. But I'm sorry. Did you actually need to report something?
I'm just here to drop off these UC recruitment materials.
News in that start coming from my people sooner or later. Sure. Give 'em here. I'll throw 'em up in the office.
You don't want to haggle or argue? You're just gonna take them?
Yup. That old piece of leather next helped me out of more jams than I care to remember. I owe her.
Oh, sweet. Well, that was easy.
Sure. Just tell Zeneda she's buying my next drink, alright?
No worries. Okay, well, job's done. Haven't exactly been in here, have we? Guess maybe there's not really much to look at. There's our ship over there. Alright, time to go back, report in, and hopefully get a little bit of a reward.
Chief Pretorius, I expect, will be the easiest of the bunch. Pulled her bacon out of enough fires to have earned a little loyalty.
Well, yeah, she was definitely the easiest of the bunch.
You managed to get those materials passed out? Folks didn't give you too much trouble, I hope.
I'm a violent sleeper.
Apparently. I'll just make you a playlist instead.
Far from it. I convinced everyone to put them up. You should be rolling in new recruits.
Really? Never thought in a million years Lizzie and Doc Keala would play ball. Good work. Here, what I owe you for the deliveries. And for your top-notch negotiation skills. Thanks again for helping out.
Sweet. I guess maybe the reward was dependent on how well we did. I don't know if she's got more work for us.
Greetings, Captain. Take care of yourself.
Probably not. Okay, cool. So from here, I think it's time to make our way into the Stroud Eklund Star Yards. But before we actually go there, I just want to very quickly stash some of our stuff into cargo. And I assume I have some stuff that needs to go into cargo, actually. I can't remember, but our weight seems to be a little bit high, so let's just check. Yeah, I've got some copper. Yeah, I just want to stash that. Yeah, that looks much better now. Okay, so... Oh, okay then. Stroud Eklund Star Yards. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's in Narian. Yeah. There it is. I'm not entirely sure why the game always keeps playing around with the amount of power you've allocated to the different systems. Sometimes it takes away quite a bit of power from the engines, and you're sort of wondering why you're moving so slowly all the time.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Okay, well, it has been quite a while, hasn't it, since we've been back to Stroud Eklund. In fact, I wonder if we should be checking in with the project team that we were working with. I don't really know if they're still here, doing their thing.
Everything's so new here.
Okay, yeah, they're all still here.
I still think my... Yeah, see you.
Okay. but I don't think that they actually say anything new, so... Alright, all good. Let's head back and let's speak to... I can't remember his name, the guy that sells the ships and stuff.
This place.
He should be sitting here.
Not much going on. Are nice, but compared
But this
to
guy,
Trident,
Havershaw.
Stroud Eklund may be new, but it has allowed us to learn from the others.
Alright, let's view and modify ships. Actually,
Thanks for visiting Stroud.
my bad. One thing that I do need to do before we do that is take a look at our skill points. And yeah, I'm thinking of investing 1 skill point. I was going to save it until we could get up to the next rank for starship design. But in fact, we might actually want to go into piloting, because this should allow us to start using Class C ships. And Class C parts. So I'm thinking that's what we definitely want at the moment while we're playing around with the current ship parts that we have access to. But yeah, from here, I think I'm going to be speeding things up just to, you know, speed up the process, obviously, of the whole build. You'll see everything just in maybe 2 or 4 times speed or something along those lines. So I'll see you guys soonish. Okay guys, we are back again, and as you have seen, we have rebuilt Azure. Well, I didn't even realize, but we had Azure 2. Probably had Azure 2 for a very long time. Not entirely sure if we actually used Azure 2, but we have now Azure 3. So let's actually check it out, shall we? I actually haven't really even done a tour of the ship, so let's board and let's work our way up from the the docking bay, I suppose. So, okay, interesting setup here. So that goes straight into what almost looks like a mess hall. I thought this was the armory. That's strange. I could swear I put an armory here. But yeah, this is, I guess, one of the things with the game and shipbuilding is that it seems like the game has a mind of its own when it comes to where it arranges certain parts of the ship. Right, so this is our research station. Oh, right, no. I think the reason why I'm getting confused here is because we've come in from the actual docker space. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense now that we're here in the mess hall. So this should be the control center, and then straight into our lovely looking cockpit. The Stroud Eklund cockpits are definitely the best ones, I would have to say. I like the Stroud Eklund design. And yeah, if we work our way back here, there's the science, or science lab, yeah, research lab, whatever you want to call it. I assume we can make consumables here. We can't do research here. Okay. It's a little bit odd. Then we've got the infirmary. I suppose we can do research here. And we can make more consumables if we wanted to. Then we can go down and reach our captain's quarters. Which is... yeah, looking really nice. So there's a few decorations here and there, but I don't think we've got that much stuff in here compared to the Frontier. And gotta figure out how to get myself to the actual cockpit from here. 1 second, guys. Oh yeah, so, sorry, the cockpit is over there. What about the... the armory? Because the armory should be somewhere as well. Unless I've made the armory accidentally inaccessible from the rest of the ship. Which... could be a problem. Yeah. Not here. We could always land somewhere and figure out where the actual bay goes out from and connects to the rest of the ship. I assume it is connected because otherwise it wouldn't be nominal if it weren't. So... one thing that I should actually be checking on as well is our crew status. So apparently we've got people assigned, but I don't see them anywhere. We could assign up to 8 people though, which is quite nice. So I wonder if we should just start assigning random people here, like Danny Garcia. Crew from any location can be assigned to a landed ship. Okay, so we need to land first. Alright, alright. Well, she's in Neon, right? So I might actually head to Neon, just as a bit of an experiment. Do I want to maybe also try piloting? Maybe we will, actually. Let's just give this a go. Because yeah, I have no idea if this ship handles very well or not, but... And also, I put, like...
Nice. Clean there.
C-part weapons as well. I haven't really played around with any of the new weapons either, so I have no idea if they're going to be better or worse. The cannons fire very, very slowly, don't they? That could be a bit of a problem, though if they do plenty of damage, I'll be pretty happy with myself if that was the case. So let's go in ballistics, laser, we'll just max everything out. Okay, very, very slightly improved firing rate there. Could go into more engines. Oh, we'll max out the shields. Grav drives, we'll just put 3. I think that's enough. We'll go into more engines there. Yeah, looks good. Handling-wise, very similar to what we had before. I'm just hoping that the new parts will actually do us really, really good when it comes to, you know, space combat. Anyway, let's head on over to Volai, and we'll land on Neon.
Oh, the whole place smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away.
Just gonna make our way back to the ship. We'll check on the crew and see if we can add people.
Hello. Security? Cares. The effort to make this place livable is astounding. There's no end to what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
Okay, and that's our ship from the outside. Looking pretty nice. I didn't really bother with a color scheme for the Azure. I was pretty happy with the standard color scheme. Let's just play around with the crew for a second here. So Danny Garcia. Yep, so we can take her. So you've reached the maximum number of crew assignments with your current ship command level. Okay, right. God damn it, okay, I forget about that. We also have a command level. I can't remember where that skill is. Leadership? Here we go. Ship command. 4 active crew members, 5 active crew members. Okay, right. So we can already have 8 in this ship, but because we don't really have the right level of ship command, we can't really get up there very quickly. We're gonna have to work on that. Oh, that's alright. I'm okay with having the current amount of crew. It is just a little bit of a shame, yet again, there is something that's blocked by simply, you know, not enough skill points. I don't know. I don't know if I really like many aspects of this game being locked out. So it just seems like a really fun thing to do, to be able to, you know, command like a bigger crew, but unfortunately the game is impeding you from having that fun. Oh well. We'll have to work on it. Right, so now that we've got a new ship, I think it's time for us to sink our teeth into some more tasks. Whoa, okay, we've got camera angle looking a little bit weird there. I've got a chunky grav drive and also a chunky reactor as well, which is pretty awesome. So we've been doing a lot of activities. We don't really have enough copper, I don't think, just yet. Actually, speaking of copper. One thing that I do want to check in on is whether or not we have the proper amount of cargo space. Cargo is always a bit of an issue when we swap around to different ships, so let's just have a look. Okay, we definitely have some of our other stuff from the frontier, which is good. Yeah. Let's see, copper. We've got 84 copper here, that's good. Just need to obviously bank up some more. And I suppose we have a whole bunch of miscellaneous items just sitting in the ship, which, again, questionable as to whether or not I want to be keeping a lot of this stuff. It seems like probably a lot of it will be weighing the ship down quite a bit. I could maybe just jettison a lot of stuff if I really needed more space, but I won't worry about that right now. We've got a lot of cargo space this time around. I made sure that I designed the ship with a lot of cargo space in mind. So we've got 4,000 mass at the moment, and I think we're still at like 2,000 mass free. So yeah, I think maybe what we'll sink our teeth into is the Terromorph quest line. So hostile intelligence, proceed to the command post. Let's do it. And from here, since Andrasia hasn't exactly asked us to do stuff yet, I might actually let her go. So she doesn't sort of get in the way of conversations and all that sort of stuff. And,
Yes?
oh, why can't I...
Until next time.
Why can't I let go of you? Strange. There was no option to tell her to hang back.
You have my attention.
You can stay here, Andrasia.
You will be lost without me, but as you wish.
Alright. Now we can get back out there. Oh, and before we go, just as a last thing to check out the ship, we wanted to take a look at the armory, right? And I got a little bit confused as to how to access the armory properly. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh yes, alright. Connects to the sides here, and we've got some living quarters. Yep. More living quarters here as well, and then this is the way up. And that leads us into, yes, the mess hall. Right, over here, and that's the docker. Right. Okay, it all makes sense now. I know I designed the ship, but as I said, guys, the game seems to have a mind of its own as to where to put where the ladders are, and decide how things are laid out. I'm guessing there are probably a lot of mods out there that would give a little bit more extra control to the player to be able to design the interior and all that sort of stuff as well. I do like these marine spacesuits, and I do want to buy one at some point. Guess we don't really need to rush into that just yet. Free stuff. Oh yeah, free stuff. I like it. Concussive modified auto rivet. An auto rivet? Take a look at that. Ooh, okay. This looks like a mining tool, or maybe a construction tool. Should I use it? Maybe I could. Something that we don't use very often. Maybe I'll replace the breach, actually. And the breach, so far, hasn't really been as exciting as some of the other shotguns that we've used. Can I use this space as well to practice? Okay, that is not exciting at all. Let's switch that back out. The answer is a resounding no. I think I'll go with the Nova Light, actually. That might be good. We'll sell this off when we get the chance, obviously. Alright, maybe in here somewhere? Commander?
I pride myself on knowing every person that steps foot on this planet. But I don't know you. Are you with this collection team they informed us we're hosting? Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
I'm just here for coffee. Black, 2 sugars, please.
Deflection. Lovely. Nervous then? I certainly wouldn't blame you. Well, perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume he's with you?
Oh, the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without him.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terromorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Oh, she's suddenly wearing a helmet? Okay then. And her spacesuit? You wouldn't even send a rescue party?
We are unwanted guests on this planet, and, as a rule, I don't put my people in any more risk than is absolutely necessary. We've got it hard enough out here. So, no, there will be no cavalry sweeping into the rescue.
Can you tell us what we're going to be facing out there?
Terromorphs, and plenty of them. Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
Understood, ma'am. Don't expect backup.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
You can pinpoint the location of these samples all the way out from here?
point's a bit strong.
The equipment will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you, Kaiser, and I to find the things.
Right, well... ready when you are.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Okay, collect your gear. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to give us some free weapons and stuff, but that's nice. Take a look at what they actually have. I'm a bit short on inventory space though, as usual. Oh, damn. Okay. Got some decent stuff here. I like the helmet. Incendiary Advanced UC Anti-Xeno Space Helmet. Legendary. Armor-plated Advanced UC Anti-Xeno Pack. Yeah, legendary stuff. Take all of that. Take that as well. We are now encumbered. Okay, I assume we're going to have a pretty tough fight ahead of us here. Bounty Hunter space helmets.
Excuse me.
Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn.
Alright. United Colonies agent. So this guy is waiting for us, apparently. We just take a look at what else we need to do here. Collect the gear. I guess we just have to speak to this guy as well to clear out the optional thing.
Word of advice while you're out there.
I'm thinking of maybe switching our gear a little bit, considering what we've found. So why not? I mean, we look badass now. I don't know about the tiger stripe pattern though. I prefer the sort of olive drab, but still. Apparently we've got 15 mass now to work with. Maybe I've taken something to make it a little bit easier on us. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna head back to the ship. I'm just gonna drop off some equipment that we're not using. Actually, is this... okay, right. The captain's locker is not empty, so... sorry, it is empty, so some of our apparel is missing. Which I would like to retrieve. I mean, that's what we're wearing currently. Let's just stash these. Okay, so it's actually the pack giving us that chameleon effect. Weapons. I'd like to drop that, but maybe later. We'll keep that. Want to sell it. Yeah, so all of our apparel might actually still be in Azure 1. Sorry, not Azure 1, maybe in Frontier. So we might actually have to grab that.
Good day, Captain.
Okay. Feeling a little bit better now. We should be able to pick up more stuff as we progress through this mission. So let's have a chat with that agent and see what happens next. Oh, and then there's this Grendel as well, which I don't actually need. So the Grendel is sort of just weighing us down a little bit, so I'll just stash that away.
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, okay, we've got a microgun as well, legendary one. That's gonna weigh us down quite a bit, but I do like having microguns, and especially if we're going to be fighting against the Terromorphs, so why not? Why not? Let's put that there. Problem is whether or not we've got ammo. Okay, we've got a decent amount. Alright, let's do this.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city. Systems should shut themselves back down automatically.
Duly noted, Commander.
My soldiers and I would appreciate it if you try not to draw too much attention to yourselves out there.
No worries.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Wait, are you nervous?
Yeah, just pre-mission jitters. You hear about a place for so long, it maybe gets bigger in your head than it should be. But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right. Now, are we doing this or not?
Yep, well, I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready. Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud. Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Alright, well, let's get to it then. Find all these samples. And extract.
What?
Oh,
That
God.
creature. It's dominated. Must be a morph nearby, keeping it under its weight. Let's put it down. 4 of them. Clean them up.
Scanning. Target unavailable.
Ow.
I think it's trying to play. Now wait.
Let's switch up to... I would say... We could do gravity wave. Basically like force push, but... I sort of like... anti-grav. Should give us the time to deal with enemies.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of a morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
guess we have to go down. No other way. Ooh, what? Game is pretty much telling us to be prepared for what's coming next here. I'll take it all. I mean, I guess if you arrived here without any weapons, or without much ammo, you'd be pretty screwed. Let's see. That, and maybe that. There we go. Assassin's Refined Beowulf. I'll use that right away. Okay, let's do it. Cloaked Terromorph. I mean...
Morph! Open fire!
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you?
You make the impossible easy, Captain.
Oh, okay. We got cloaked Terromorphs. I didn't even realize they could do that. I don't think we've seen any cloaked Terromorphs out in the wild, though. Right. Moving on. How are we supposed to... We're just supposed to approach this. Open. Achilles gene sample beta. Guess that's what we're after. Couple more. Might go for this one first. There are a whole bunch of other containers here that we could open, maybe. Xeno Warfare Tech. Sample Alpha. Negotiator. I'm not sure what a negotiator is, actually. Is that... Oh, okay. It's a grenade launcher of some kind. Looks pretty badass, but... I don't exactly have a lot of space to work with, so I might actually drop that. Okay. I was gonna say it's frozen shut, but...
Alright, now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Kaiser?
Samples secure. Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terromorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Alright. Well, it sounds like Kaiser is in the know of some... maybe... classified information. Without Hadrian even knowing. For some reason. Could be interference from Victus. Anyway. Let's head on to the next location.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel.
Looks pretty creepy to me. Eat leeches.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm? What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this? The heat leeches are Terromorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a Terromorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby Terromorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how Terromorphs move between planets.
Seems a little bit coincidental that we've picked up on this. Maybe these plants and them being in bloom is what triggers their, I guess, transformation? Maybe. What does this mean for the plans to clean up the Terromorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and Terromorphs. The Asylees we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
Okay. what we just witnessed, that can't be how all Terromorphs are born, right?
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds. It's incredible.
I mean, nothing natural should be able to do that.
I am sincerely inclined to agree, but current evidence suggests nature manages it just fine. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the Terromorph, a heat leach transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a Terromorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Given what we've just witnessed, it's certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it!
We may proceed.
Go!
Alright, we're gonna have to see if we can track down that Terromorph and kill it. Maybe extract samples from it. We'll eat all the food that's available here. I think this is probably a good place to call it an episode for now, guys. When we come back, we'll obviously complete the rest of this mission and see what happens next. But yeah, I think this is a good amount for the episode. We've done a little bit of stuff at the beginning. We constructed Azure into Azure 3, and yeah, we're now learning a little bit more about Terromorphs slash heat leeches, I suppose. So that was actually a bit of a surprise that heat leeches turned out to be Terromorphs. Unless Terromorphs can actually be anything and not just a heat leech. Who knows? Righto, signing out here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, definitely leave a like down below. Aside from that, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.